Hello, 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 and welcome to the Space Between Ideas. I'm Blaine Gates, and we are working on a wonderful little software project. And basically, what is going on? So, right now, we're on the step of developing the website where we need to like create some kind of email list. Um, well, not email list. Let me show you what I mean. It's a little bit easier if I actually just share the screen. All right, so here's the web. This is Create Crystal Insight book. Okay, so here's my website. And right now we're working on this page. It says get our free course. This is called a lead magnet. The lead magnet we're trying to get people's email addresses. And if we talk about where are we going to get the information from? The business growth engine. Okay, it's here. So if we look at our business growth engine, this is the business growth engine for no for Notion. So if we look at our business growth engine, basically I'm talking about this sales funnel. So this is called top of the funnel, where you're trying to get people to know and like you. That's where you're going to be producing blog articles, YouTube videos, and short videos or cap or posts on social media. And then what happens is people get to know you. Eventually they click like and maybe they share and comment. And what you want is you want them to eventually trust you. And my concept, what I think trust means, it means that they're going to give you their contact information. This is called lead magnet. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to take them from your social media marketing content and you want to throw them into your lead magnet. And that's where this is. So this is my lead magnet. A lead magnet, it means that you're going to promise them something for free and then they're going to give you their email address. And once you have their email address, that puts them inside of your email campaign. So then you got to design some kind of email campaign where you're providing value for them and then they start to what? So then they start to trust, they move from trust to try. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to develop this thing called consideration. So in the email campaign, you're giving them value, giving them more value, giving them more value, giving them more value. And then eventually anyways, they start to think that what you produces has some like because it's about brand, it's about message, it's about like personality, it's about like when you share information. So when we talk about my free course, we're talking about this online course that I developed. So the 7 emails, it's going to be sending them like these videos, and then as they start to work through these videos, then nobody seems to be able to get to the review and go on. Anyways, as you can see, I got numbers, something around like corporate menu has got 95 people. So I need to get this number up to like 10,000. So this is my online course. And then like if they can handle my online course, if they like my online course, then they're definitely going to like my product. So it's a way to get like it's actually a filter because what happens is people who think like I think, and people who are managers, and people who like they recognize the value and the benefit of having these types of this type of information in their head, they're gonna understand. Well, eventually, okay, this blog post page it's not finished yet, but eventually, because we got the blog article from Vortex, and in fact, I think I have a copy of the blog article somewhere around here. In fact, I think this is the blog article. Yeah. Have you ever had the phase priming the pump? With an old-fashioned water pump, you can't just crank it and expect water to gush out. Exactly. So this is my blog article. So this blog article is going to go into this page. So eventually what happens is the email marketing campaign, the emails in the email marketing campaign is to get people to get through this set of lessons. But also inside of that email, there's also going to be some information to try to get them back to this journey page. I want to get people to the journey page. Also, the blog articles also pushes people to the journey page. So everything is pushing people eventually to the free version of my application, which is the journey page. And then once they start to get to know the journey page and they start to get used to it and they start to enjoy using it, and then it's like something that's like interesting for them and useful for them, then eventually what happens is they're going to want the paid version because there's some additional benefits that come from the paid version. Great. Now, what the problem is right now is that, like, when I put in my email address, it doesn't send me an email. So, and also after it starts sending the first email, then it also needs to send the second email and the third and the fourth and fifth, all the way up to the seventh. So, what's the issue? The issue here is that when I went to ConvertKit, I can't create the visual automations. It's a paid feature. So, of course, I have an AI who is set up to have this discussion. So, which is this guy. I think it's this guy. It's this guy. So, this guy, his name is Webmaster, and Webmaster, he said, okay, so Webmaster, his recommendation. So I asked him, like, are there other these things, like websites that can send a series of emails? He said, yeah, there's something called Mailer Lite. You get up to 1,000 subscribers and 12,000 emails per month. This will allow us to create our 7-part endeavor cycle sequence with the time delays between emails. Webmaster Take, this is my top recommendation. There's also Brevo, and there's MailChimp, and it's there. So I would go with Mailer Lite. So it gives us this recommendation. Then I put his information into my other guy. This guy's name is, what's this guy's name? This guy's name is, my name is, my name is, this is Architect. So Architect has a much better understanding of the software. But I mean, he's like, although after a thorough review of Webmaster's analysis and my own independent verification, my decision is to pivot to Mailer Lite. So everything seems like, hey, we should move to Mailer Lite. Now I put the same, I gave all of the information to, here it is. So I gave all the information to Windsurf. And then at the end, I said, okay, so I said, can you prove Architect wrong and come up with a better solution? Basically, I took a screenshot. You can see here, I took a screenshot of, I don't know, can you still see my screen? That's the question. Yeah, okay, good. So I took a screenshot of ConvertKit, and I took an image of the current whatever that is. That's also in ConvertKit, the paid features. And then so basically it's like, okay, to evaluate whether there's a better solution than pivoting to Mailer Lite, I'm going to verify the current free plan capabilities of ConvertKit, Mailer Lite, Breville, MailChimp, Email Octopus, potentially DIY alternatives, resend AWS, SES. I'll run web searches in parallel and synthesize the findings. So, what is the result? So, what this guy says, his recommendation is here. He says, short answer is yes, I can beat the upgrade or switch recommendation. Final decision. Keep ConvertKit on the free plan. No upgrade, no platform switch. We'll enroll your subscribers directly into your sequence via the official ConvertKit API, bypassing the visual automations. How this works, ConvertKit's API v3 exposes a direct sequence enrollment endpoint. We've already wired your backend. So Windsurf decided to somehow connect with ConvertKit from the back end. I don't really know if it works or how it works. So that is what our assignment is right now, is to see if this is going to work. Obviously, if it doesn't work, then we can switch to another provider. But all right, so what you need now. So the thing is that it says that we need to get like a bunch of data from ConvertKit and Supabase. Um, anyways, so I just said I've included the variables that you can see in the image. Which ones are missing? I've approved the changes to number 41. What's next? Can you handle all the following steps? Redeploy and provide a link where I should test, or do I need to do some tasks you aren't able to do for me? Here's what I see and what's next. Missing variables, ConvertKit API, key plain text. ConvertKit sequence ID. Note, ConvertKit double opt-in is not used by the code anymore. It's harmless to leave, but optional. Preview and production have separated environment settings. You've set the essentials for preview super base and ConvertKit secret. Please add the two missing ones, the ones above to preview now. You can copy them to production later after we validate how to get the sequence ID. So what is it talking about? The sequence ID is this one. So here's the sequence ID. All right, so we need the sequence ID. Uh, Now, since it's plain text, it's not a secret, so we can just not worry about what's going on now. All right, so ConvertKit API key. Let's see. I think I already have the ConvertKit API key. All right, so I'm going to add my ConvertKit API key. And next is ConvertKit sequence ID. How do I find ConvertKit send sequences open? Send sequences. That's the numeric ID of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this one. 22 subscribers. Why do I have 22 subscribers? Okay, so I've added the convert PKI as plain text, but I see that the is a paid feature. Can you access this from the API itself? What's next? I'm just gonna leave that as it is for now. Right. So I don't know if this can actually work because now we've hit another barrier, and I don't know if GPT-5 can do this from the back end. What's this? Signal. And this is a webmaster. These are two architects, and this is Vortex. And this is the website. So I kind of have like a small goal, like a basic goal, which is basically 15. I got to make 15 requests per day on Windsurf in order for me to use up all of my credits. See, right now we're halfway through the month, and we're not even close to half of the credits. So we're way behind with credits, and we got lots of work to do. So it's just making sure I have enough time during the day to continue to push these projects forward. Whew. I don't know. I kind of have a question. I have a issue about well, what if I open a second window and then in the second window it's also like the same project? See, when I click Project Arrowhead, it opens that window. I guess it means you can't work on the same project on two different windows. Hmm. What if I duplicate the project? See, the stuff I'm doing right now, it has nothing to do with because I want to create a new branch, basically. And with a new branch, I want to start to right now I have this is the free version of my app. With the paid version, so what happens is they're going to click pricing, they're going to start a pro trial, and then what they have to create an account. Once they create an account, it's going to take them to some other page. And then this other page is it's going to act they're not with this new page, it's going to have it's not going to have our free course and our homepage and our pricing and our blog. It's going to have none of that. It's only going to be the journey. And not only is it going to be the journey, but it's going to be a very specific kind of journey, meaning that it's right now, the free version is basically you have this page and you have this page and you have this page and you have this page. So this is the brainstorming module. This is the choose module. This is the objectives module. And then this is the task page. So that's the free version of the app. Now, the paid version of the app is going to have some additional features. Basically, what happens is when you have a project, then you're going to write your project name. And then so you can see here, it says name. Well, I don't know if you still can see everything. Yes, you can still see everything. All right, so you're gonna click plus add a project. Then it's gonna add a project in here. So this is a container. And then okay, so I can just add more and more projects. Now, probably I'm gonna have to put that inside of another container, and then you can scroll up and down. So for example, maybe only 3 to 5 projects are showing at any given time. And then you can scroll up and down to see other projects. And then you can click this button, which would put your project, it could move your project up. But actually, it doesn't really matter because if you can scroll up and down in here, then I don't need to use this button anymore. I can just click on the project. Let's say I want to click project name, and then this is so you can see project is name. And then in here, then I can click like vision. Let's say I click the vision button, then it would make a line in the history that says vision. And anytime I go back to this line, it's going to show me this, these questions, but it's going to save all those questions in the database. So I can click any of these buttons. So I'm going to have to change the scoreboard because this is kind of an older version. And now I have a clear understanding that the task page is not going to be like that the same as that. Anyways, let's jump back into here. Okay, so thanks. I can see the Cloudflare secret from here. So I can't see your Cloudflare secrets from here. So I can't query. What's missing? Convert kit sequence I required for new direct sequence optional cleanup convert kit total. All right, let's see what we have to do here. So I just pasting the secret. I don't know. I think probably I showed so many secrets in my videos that anybody that could. It's the problem is watching all my videos. It would take you a long time to find all the secrets, and then it's probably missing the one that you really need. I don't really understand what it was saying. It says optional cleanout. I'm just gonna copy and paste. Okay. Hey, I think we got everything off the page now, so I can share the page. All right, so one thing is it's talking about this thing. Okay. I just asked it, what is this ConvertKit double opt-in? Um, this incentive email thing. Check this. Save. Oh, right. Now let's jump back. Okay, and then the next thing is I was asking about this. Keep ConvertKit free and add a lightweight DIY drip engine on our side. Cloudflare worker, Superbase resend, no vendor switch, no cost. We can send 7-part email series ourselves on this on a schedule. But let's just check what it did with this first. Findings. I queried the ConvertKit API with your API key. Your account currently has 0 sequences. ConvertKit's free plan does not let you create a sequence in the UI. There's no API to create one. Without an existing sequence, there's no ID to enroll into. We're still missing the Cloudflare variables. ConvertKit, we can't set it because no sequence exists. What this means, new direct sequence enrollment path I shipped will work, but only if the sequence exists. On your free plan, there isn't one, so the function with will log sequence skip. Okay, so upgrade your ConvertKit. Option B, no vendor switch. Small Cloudflare worker with cron trigger. Superbase table tracks per subscriber drip. Emails sent via resend free tier through resend. All right, so I'm going to take this here. I'm going to put it back into here. Okay, so here is the latest from mm, from Cascade, and I need you to advise. So I'm just going to take this in here, and then I'm going to put it into here. I asked what it's called, architect. This. It responded with this. So I'm just going to get a second opinion from Cascade, or not from Cascade, from Webmaster, and then that'll tell us what we're going to do in the next video, in the next, the rest of the day today. Can you provide an opposing, how do you spell opposing, argument against architect? Now, so from here, we're going to go here, and then here we're going to say architect thinks, paste, webmaster was asked to create an opposing argument, which is here. Paste. Could you provide advice based on short-term and long-term considerations, and then make a final decision? All right, there you go. So we're gonna let Windsurf work on that. I got another meeting I gotta jump to, and then maybe I'll make another video in the afternoon. We'll make a decision about what to do with this one. Bye bye.